Hello, everyone. Coming up here on the AEW Dynasty Predict the Outcome special. We predict matches and previews for AEW Dynasty here coming up. Here is some of the match card right here. As you see at the top of the card on your left, the AEW title will be on the line as MJF, the Devil, take on the guy of the pro wrestling, Kenny Omega. Kenny Omega, he thrown MJF on. MJF will continue his reign as champion. We'll see coming up. And plus, return of Chris Jericho as well. He'll take on Ricochet in his return in over a year and get the Pro Wrestling Show started right here, right now. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this edition of the Pro Wrestling Show presents the Predict the Outcome special. I'm your host, as always, Kendrick Dix here. Lag and joins here on the Pro Wrestling Show. Very special Predict the Outcome special. Join in the conversation using the hashtag Pro Wrestling, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you'll be notified, how they go. Thank you all for watching. Let's not waste no time whatsoever here on the Pro Wrestling Show. We'll kick things off here on the Dynasty, with the Casino Battle Royal, not the Casino Gauntlet match, I meant to say, to determine a new TNT champion. Well, we know that the TNT Championship has been a staple around for quite some time. And you know as well as I do, the TNT Championship is that all in a bag of chips when it comes to that. You know that TNT title symbolizes the best of professional wrestling when it comes to it's up there with like equal to the WWE Intercontinental Championship, like a workhorse title and stuff like that. So TNT title will determine a lot going moving forward. We want to show you right quick what's going on. Kyle Fletcher was the current TNT champion, but he had to relinquish the belt because due to injury. So now we have a tournament, a gauntlet to determine who's going to be the TNT champion. And I kind of got an idea who's going to be the next TNT champion. I think it's going to be we kind of had him earlier. Can we show him right quick? I'm going to show him right quick before we leave this program. I'm going to show him. There you go. Tommaso Ciampa has been eyeballing the TNT title. He's been a TNT champion before, and he could be a three-time TNT champion since making his debut earlier this year after leaving WWE because he felt like he wasn't getting enough attention in WWE and wrestling time in WWE. So Tommaso Ciampa could be one of the heavy favorites. So we'll see. Well, don't be surprised at all on this TNT championship situation. Well, we move to this right here. Um, Move to women's action. Want to go right here. You see that Maria Shafir will take on Alice Winston 1-on-1. Alice Winston defeat Beyonce uh, uh, Will Ospreay and Maria Shafir, a bodyguard, a female bodyguard of John Moxley. Well, they're gonna have a match. We know they kind of had a little situation earlier on Dynamite. Want to show you that right quick. Everybody was involved in the brawl. We call it the brawl that ends it all. Now, got to the point right here. I'll show you that right quick. Everybody just was doing a parking lot brawl. The parking lot brawl did right here. I want to show you that right quick. They was all standing in the parking lot waiting. Um, United Kingdom or Will Ospreay group against the Left Riders, Left Riders, and they kind of brawled and had all of it. So we kind of see now that Will Ospreay's going to have a lot of trouble. But look for Maria Shafir with her match over Alice Winston. So we'll see that as well coming up here on the Pro Wrestling Show for that. All right, we move on to another match that everyone's been talking about. Sure. Another match. Be good. Um, the tag right here. This is right here. The Young Bucks will go against Okada and Takeshita. We know Okada and Takeshita cannot get along. They have not been on good terms as of late. They for months. And I mean, for months they've been trying to be at each other's throats. But Don Callis made this match saying that he wants to get rid of the Bucks and wants to eliminate the Bucks. But he feels like the Bucks are just a stain in professional wrestling. But he wants to send his two best in his group to take down the Bucks. But it looks like Takeshita and Okada got on more problems than one that Don Callis got to worry about. Well, Takeshita and I think it was earlier this week on Dynamite said that he believes that he's the best. He wants to take that belt away from Okada. Okada said, "No, I don't think so." Okada likes to smirk and laugh. He thinks he's getting the best of Takesha. Well, we'll see how it's gonna go, but this match right here is gonna determine that the Bucks got an opportunity to take care of business and beat down Takesha to Okada, who's really got tensions going on, and they can't work together as a team. They functioned as a team before and they won, but I don't know if they're gonna get the job done or not. Or what's going on? But we will have to wait and see how that's gonna play out. But, like I said, it's gonna be a lot of tension going on. Look for the Bucks to win, get the advantage as well. Well, we know tag team wrestling. When we see it. We know that Edge and Christian will be taking on FTR for the World Tag Team titles this coming Sunday. FTR trying to demand the manager Stokely and stuff. But Edge and Christian saying they have to do what they need to do to win. So could we see Edge and Christian become the first tag team to win the WWE tag team titles and the AEW tag team titles? That could be a possibility. But it look like Edge and Christian could win the belts and do a trilogy of matches. The FTR will get it back uh, eventually. So look for Edge and Christian to win over FTR. So well, a match that I'm looking forward to seeing is this match right here. Chris Jericho returning to take on Ricochet. Ricochet says he's a loudmouth. Jericho's coming back as a babyface. Chris Jericho returned last week. A new look within over a year because of the bidding war he was experienced. Not Jericho was going to WWE, but Jericho made the right decision and stayed in AEW. I think that's the right decision for Jericho to make. So Jericho um, will meet Ricochet, but Ricochet's got his goons of Khan and Taylor Leone that's going to be probably at ringside trying to help Ricochet win the match. Ricochet going for his first singles match, but he did confront Jericho until Jericho told him, like, hey, I was trying to sign my contract and then you came out of nowhere and tried to do what you wanted to do. I think Jericho did not like that one bit. Jericho made it clear that he's going to put Ricochet on the list, and Ricochet is on the list. And Ricochet will go against Chris Jericho. No brainer. Chris Jericho needs this match coming back from into action within a year. So Chris Jericho will win, and it's probably start him in the feud with Ricochet and the man. Jericho will probably have reinforcements, perhaps. So Jericho's back. Jericho's looking fitter than ever in the best shape of his life. So Chris Jericho back in town. Like a lot of these WWE stars coming back on the best shape in their life. So hey, good for them. Well, speaking of that, Will Ospreay will take on John Moxley for the AEW Continental title. You see that Will Ospreay has been going through a lot of hurdles related with Pac attacking him. Will Ospreay has said he's sick and tired. He wants to get his hands on John Moxley. But Will Ospreay will get that chance to go against Moxley and look for Will Ospreay to take down John Moxley. John Moxley is going to be a hurl of trouble. So John Moxley probably to figure out what he gonna do next. So we'll see. But Will Ospreay's gonna win the Continental title and perhaps later this summer become the world champion, as many people predict Ospreay is going to do. So we'll see. And finally, the main event. The main event will be for the AEW title as MJF, the champion, defends the bowl against Kenny Omega. Look at these amazing graphics right here. Having MJF being the devil and Kenny Omega being like a god of professional wrestling, like heaven and earth. We'll see that match as well, but these two men had their face-to-face confrontation, and the confrontation led to a lot as well. That neither man didn't flinch, neither man didn't give up. But throughout the end of the night, Ken Omega saying that he knows everything that MJF does. He can pinpoint MJF, and that's what he did. He did all right. He took out MJF right here and laid him out with that kick and laid him out and took his ring and told MJF he's not ready for some serious competition, that he's going to have to bring it. I think MJF said he's going to bring it. So we'll see how MJF and Kenny Omega do. But we'll see. Like we said, one match is going to be. But don't forget, we got any more matches before we leave out there? Make sure. And then too, also another sleeper match that we're going to be seeing as well. We're going to be seeing Darby Allin versus Andrade. Darby Allin versus Andrade coming up. So look forward to seeing that match as well. Darby Allin versus Andrade. Look for Darby Allin to win over Andrade as well. Well, we're going to leave you with Kenny Omega laying out world champion MJF. Can Kenny Omega regain the AEW title? Only time will tell. I've been your host, Kenny Dixon. So long. We'll see you next time. We'll see you for the AEW Dynasty review here on the Pro Wrestling Show.